Okay, I think I'm live. So it is about 11 a.m. on the 21st of December 2017. Um, which means it's about 9 p.m. on the 20th back home in Virginia, where I'm from. And I'm just watching all these cute Vlogmas videos. Mostly from Taylor and Charla. Charla put out this like really. Actually, I'm watching the old ones. I think the one that I watched for Charla was the 20th or something. Yesterday's one. Um, so she said she's going to Tokyo today or something. I don't know what's up with that. I'm a little bit sick. And you're probably gonna hear more of that in this video. But anyway, she did this. She sent off a package to a friend in Australia, and she was like showing us the bath products and like the beauty products that she's sending her. And I commented. I was like, some of these are great. Like one of them is this mask thing that like heats up and like moisturizes your face, and it had a picture like you can sleep with it. It's like 10-20 minutes. And then the other one was like for traveling, like it had an airplane and a train on it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Charla, please, can you tell me like more, like do you have any recommended beauty products that I can take on the train with me, because I'm sick, and I usually, even if I'm perfectly healthy, become sick when I travel because the air is so dry, it's just painful. So like anything that will moisturize me and like relax me and calm me and soothe me, anything like that that like helps make travel easier. I just need it. So I'm really hoping that she makes a video about it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she already has one. I have to look for it. And then I watched their unboxing videos for Taylor and Charla's gifts to each other. Really cute. Oh wait, no, I didn't watch Taylor's one. I was watching her birthday video. Anyway, what's going on with me right now? This is the last week of work. I'm so happy and excited and relieved, and I've been like kind of giddy this entire week, 2 weeks, as it leads up to like me going home, because I'm going home for Christmas, and this is great because last Christmas I was in Taiwan and I stayed there for the New Year's, and I mean I was working. I worked on Christmas because they don't. Christmas is okay, but like Asian countries don't really. It's not like super big, right? So, but New Year's, Chinese New Year's, of course, was like a month off, and I could have gone home, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stay and do like sightseeing and stuff. But I didn't have any money, so I didn't even do sightseeing. I just stayed, and I should have gone home. But if I had gone home, I probably wouldn't have come back because I was there for an internship. It wasn't paying me a lot, and I didn't have anything lined up for after at that point. I think I got hired for my job maybe in January. Maybe it was around that time. I think I was doing a lot of interviews and stuff for my job at that time, and my mom and my dad didn't know that I was looking for work out here. They didn't know I was going to take another job. They thought I was going to come home after 6 months, and I was just kind of like, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm staying out here for a bit. Yeah, I mean, at least a year. Come on. Gap year. Come on, man. Hoshi, stop it. What is wrong with you? He's like trying to like go over all these like bags and stuff to go into the other room, but there's nothing in the other room. Yeah, I know. He wants to go outside. Anyway, yeah, I have a dog. So what am I doing with him when I go home? So I leave on Sunday, which is Christmas Eve. The 24th. I leave on Sunday, and we cross the international date line. It's like 2.5 hour flight from Tokyo to Atlanta, and then it's like another hour and 15 minutes from Atlanta to where I live in Virginia. So, It's like a good 13-hour flight, almost 14-hour flight. And we do cross the date line on the way there. Stop it! Okay, alright. I hear you. He just ate, so he wants to go outside. He's like, my intestines are bursting. Oh my gosh. This is the thing, like, since I'm live streaming, I can't, like, edit this together. I can't just get up and go and edit it again. Not like I use editing software, but... Do you think you can hold it for a little bit? Can you hold it for a little bit? So anyway, I'm taking him to Saitama, which is just north of Tokyo. It's a prefecture just north of Tokyo. Where I got him from his breeder, and his mom and his dad are at the breeders. He's kept dogs for like over 20 years. He's had tons of litters, and you know, I figured if he just treated my puppy the same way that he normally treats his other dogs, then it would be totally fine. He also just had a litter. I want to say maybe a month or two ago, he just had a litter. So he'll have some like cousins to play with. And I do think they're outside. He's a summer puppy. He was born in June, and so now he's about 6 months old. And he has his winter coat grown in. And the thing about the breeder in Saitama is that he kennels his dogs outside. So they have outdoor kennels. I'm not sure what weatherproofing he uses for them, but all Japanese breeds of dogs are hunting dogs. Like, they all originate from, like, hunting dogs. Even the Shiba is a small dog that's intended to hunt in bushes. Like, Shiba is, I think, pretty much means bush. And it's just a general dog from, like, all over Japan. There's no, like, specific areas from. Like, most of the dog breeds are named for the areas they're from. Like, my dog is a Kaiken, so he's from the Kai prefecture, Kai area, Kai region, which is the old name of the Yamanashi prefecture. Yamanashi Ken. Ken is another name for dog, too. So, Kai-Ken, Yamanashi Ken. And Akita Kens are from Akita Ken. Akita prefecture. Akita dogs are from Akita prefecture. I think that's funny. I have this new picture of like this you can't really see it. This you see right here. Right there. That's actually, I got it at the train station. It's actually an advertisement for Akita prefecture. And it had an Akita dog on top of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love the brindle color on Akitas. They are so adorable. They like are like this gray, beautiful, like patchy. Oh my god, they're so cute. But that one's talking about like the onsens and the festivals and stuff. That's kind of cool. And I got another one too with an Akita puppy on it, and it's adorable. Anyway, so last day of work for me is on Friday. I always end on Fridays, and this Friday normally I go to kindergarten on Fridays, but this Friday we have our Christmas recital. We've been preparing for this for months, like at least 4 months in advance. And I mean, I go there a little bit early. We're going to a concert hall. I'm going there early. I have to wear a fancy dress, and then my performance is towards the end, and like we're like the last class that goes on. And then we quickly change into the Santa Claus costume, and then we go out and we give them presents. So I had to buy a Mrs. Claus Santa costume, which I got at Don Quixote for like $10. And then, you know, my boss told me today, he's like, if you have the receipt, they'll reimburse you for the money. And I was like, dang it, because I could have bought a $30 one that looked like nicer. I don't know about the sizes though, because I didn't measure myself before I went in. Everything here is metric. They use centimeters, and he's just sitting. Like I drew the curtains. It's daytime here, but he's just sitting there, like looking out the window. So I got a car. It's been a while since my last update. I bought a car, because I was looking at buying a scooter because I wanted some motorized vehicle, and I really, really, really wanted a scooter. I've always wanted a scooter ever since I was in America, like ever since I was in college, yeah, I guess since I was in college, like for years now, I've wanted a scooter. And I was almost gonna get one in Taiwan if I had stayed there because everyone uses scooters instead of cars, and they're actually pretty easy. You can buy them just at like any of the major department stores. They just have them there, and you can even do like payment installments for them, and they're so useful. Um, so I thought I would get one here, but the driving restrictions are kind of intense, and it's actually really hard for me to find one. To find a place that sells them. Like a used shop, you are all small, privately owned, like Ojisans, I guess, who have like small businesses where they sell scooters and stuff, and you can go in there, but like I have basically no Japanese skills, like hardly any Japanese skills. So it's really hard for me. So I was looking online, and I looked at Yahoo Auctions, and in order to do Yahoo Auctions, you have to like verify your identity through a phone number, and I never signed up for a Japanese phone number, which I'm kind of regretting a little bit. Like, I could have gotten so many more services. So many services require you to verify with a phone number. And the other option is you can like verify by like sending them your address, and somebody comes to your house and like checks that you live there or something. I mean, I guess that makes sense because then they can like know that they're delivering it to the right place for the person that's paying for it, versus like I guess just calling you and being like, "Hey, we're here. I mean, we're sending you your stuff. Did you get it? Did you pay for it?" Like, yeah, stuff like that. Which I can't do that anyway. If they call me and speak to me in Japanese, I'll just be like, "I don't know what you're saying. I'm a foreigner. What do you want from me?" The other day I went to McDonald's to the drive-thru because I had the car, and I had ordered before at the counter. Like, I always order at the counter. I just go up and I like point to it and I'm like, "I want one of this." I kind of use the accent a little bit. Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Sorry. I can't take myself seriously with it. Like, I know how it sounds, but I feel so like weirded out like trying to imitate the Japanese accent. So I went up there and I tried to order, a cheeseburger set, hamburger set. And then they were like, "Okay, yes." And then they said a bunch of Japanese stuff, and I was just like, I have no idea what you just said. So I said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm a foreigner." In Japanese, I said that. And they were like, "Oh, hi, what kind of that?" And then they said a whole bunch of more Japanese. And I was just like, okay, I guess that means I need to pull up to the window and like actually talk to them, and I'll order that way. So I did. I pulled up and I saw this lady at the second window, and she was like waving me. She was like, "Go to the first window, the first one." It was kind of funny. But yeah, I ordered that way, and actually when it came to like ordering from the menu, she gave me a handout menu or whatever. I just like pointed to it, and I was like, "I want this, I want this, I want this," in like the little bit of Japanese that I know, just names, Japanese like names for things. And she was like, "Hi, very much so," all this other stuff. It was really good. It was really good. That was my first experience ordering at a drive-thru in Japan, and it was pretty good. So I'm confident about what's happening with it. So you might have noticed that my hair is growing out. Look at this. I kind of like it. Like, it looks stripy. I look like I've got crazy highlights because of how grown out it is. Closing that. My coworker just messaged me. He's like, "When is your garbage day?" Why? I think it's because he's leaving and I'm leaving and we're both leaving. So if he's like, "Oh, I missed it. I mean, if yours is next, maybe I can like throw my stuff out with yours." No, because I'm pretty sure my garbage day was today, and I didn't put my garbage out, so I've got a bunch of like table scraps and like vegetables and stuff. If I don't need it, it's gonna be here for 2 weeks. I'm thinking maybe I'll just put it outside, maybe. Like, I can put it out behind, my bedroom, which is behind the building. Nobody ever goes there. Nobody ever looks back there. I mean, there's a water main back there, but nobody ever goes back there. So that's what I'm thinking. I might just do that. Or I could leave it in here. I'll just leave it in the Genkan, maybe? Yeah, that seems good, because it's cold in the Genkan, and then nothing will get at it. Like, crows are a really big problem for trash in Japan. But yeah, he's like, hey, can I leave my trash with you? Or can I bring it over to your neighborhood for trash day? I'll be like, nah, man, trash day is over for me. It's no more, so we're all leaving. Anyway. That's part of like the whole packing for this. Like I've been washing all my clothes, making sure all my stains are out of everything for when I get home, and I'm like trying to pick between what do I want to take and leave at home, what do I want to take to wear at home. I bought so many like Japanese presents, like omiyage and stuff, and I'm really hoping that my parents and my siblings will enjoy it. My mom will just be like, oh, this is so many chemicals, it's so gross, how can you buy this for us? Because, woman, I've been living in a different country for like 9 months now. And I want to share a taste of it with you. This is something that you can get just walking off the street at a grocery store, you know? Are you going to get that at any point in your life? Probably not, because she's never going to come visit me. No one is ever going to come visit me. Which is, I mean, I'm okay with that, I guess, but also it's kind of sad. For them! Anyway, what was I saying earlier about my hair? Right, so my dog is like a tiger dog. Like, he's called a tiger dog. Like, Tora Inu. Because he's a brindled type dog. Hello, baby. Hi, your paws are cold. He wants to go outside. Ow. He's so big and heavy now. He's so fat. Oh god, you're hurting my ankle. Oh, you're hurting my ankle. Can you show them your beautiful face? Show them that beautiful face. You see the marking on the side of his head? You can see the brindle kind of like coming through. Yeah. And his fur looks reddish in the sunlight, but it's not in the sunlight right now. I'm gonna take him to be groomed on Saturday before I leave on Sunday, because I'm gonna drive to Saitama and drop him off in the morning, and then drive to Narita and use a car park service, park my car, probably take the bus from the car park service. I need to schedule a thing. I need to figure out how I'm doing that, because I was gonna rely on this one coworker of mine, and he told me that the car park service that he uses is out of business. Like, they closed down. No website, no phone number. So now I need to find one for myself. I'm just gonna use Google and find whatever's the biggest one, I guess. USA Parking, I think, is one. Anyway, I need to the girl that I replaced at my job, she got a better job at the kindergarten, where they have better hours, better pay, better vacation time. Anyway, she told me she has a cat, and I was talking about where am I boarding my dog? What am I gonna do with him? And I'm taking a trip in January. There's a ski trip that all the local English teachers take, not just the JET teachers, but Eikaiwa teachers and everything. And it's for a weekend, and it's on a day that no one can take him, because I get off on Fridays. So a lot of people that I know work on Saturdays. So if I leave him with him, he'll be I don't know, alone in their house on a Saturday, which is not great if it's a new person's house, and also not great in general, because a lot of people aren't allowed to have pets in their apartments. And in particular, I'm thinking of one person. And I invited her to come with me, but then it turned out that I forgot that she works on Saturday, so she can't even leave on Friday when I'm going to leave. So I was planning on taking him to this pet spa resort hotel place that's in another city on the way to the ski thing. But yeah, I mean, I would have had to have him in the car with the other people that I'm carpooling with, because I'm driving and I'm taking a bunch of people up there, which is not such a bad deal. It's just it's whatever. But anyway, my previous coworker, I guess, because I worked with her for a little bit when she was training me, she recommended vet that she takes her cat to. And she says that, they're really friendly with the animals. They like bond with them a little bit. Like the animals tend to like really. She is like my cat, like super loved this person who took care of him when he came to get him. And they're always healthy and stuff. And they also have a groomers there, so I'm gonna take him in for a grooming and see if I can speak to them in English and like convey that I want to maybe book him there because it's so much closer. It's in town, so because it's in town, I can take him before I have to go to work in the afternoon. Because I work in the morning at the kindergarten, then I have a couple hours break before I work in the afternoon with my normal classes, my normal children's classes. So I'm just packing and getting ready to go home for Christmas, and I have I'm just kind of like gathering stuff. I haven't actually packed yet, and it's already Thursday now, so I'm freaking out. I need to like actually pack, and I wanted to pre-pack the car. And also I'm thinking I need to take the winter tires out of the car because like they weigh the car down and make it like super heavy. And I think that's like eating away at my gas money. I also need to get more gas in the car, and I'm out of money for the month. I don't have any money. I went out to eat with my coworkers the other day, and one of them like covered me for a bit because I spent all my money. I just spent it all. It's all gone basically. And we're gonna finish up a little bit early, so I don't know when my boss is gonna pay me. I saw him putting the money envelopes together. He pays me cash. Yesterday, so maybe he'll pay me. What was I talking about? All right, my hair. It's all grown out. What I'm thinking is I might at some point. I like it because it's like tiger stripy. But I'm thinking at some point I might just like let it grow out and then just try and do the roots. So I have like a line of like undyed, unbleached hair. I think that would look hilarious. Maybe not. And then I can just bleach it later. Like, no biggie. It's just hair. But it's been growing out. It looks actually pretty cool. Like, longer. I wonder if I should go blonde. Like, all the way. I like the effect of this. It's been 22 minutes! Crazy! Absolutely insane. Poor dog. Oh, God. So, what else was I talking about? Oh, there's one more thing. This building is a bit, particular when it comes to hot water, because it has a failsafe in it that if you use too much hot water from one source, like all of a sudden, like if it's more than your normal usage, then it will shut off the hot water because it thinks there's a sudden leak. And it does it to, save the building and the environment and your money and everything like that. It doesn't want you to like flood your apartment. It won't let you, right? So I think that's fine for people that like use their hot water on the daily. But I use cold water pretty much for everything. Like if I'm washing my hands, I'll use cold water. If I'm just like rinsing stuff out, I use cold water. If I'm cooking, I fill it up with cold water and then I heat it on the stove, right? And I shower every day, but that doesn't use a lot of water. Or every other day. So if I want, it's happened before where I've tried to fill up my tub and the hot water turned off and it wouldn't fill up. The tub wouldn't fill up. And I was just like, what is this? This isn't happening. And so then I tried to shower and there was no hot water. So I could not take a bath or a shower. And then I tried, I tried the tap in the kitchen and it wasn't working either. He's singing over here. He's singing. So that happened one time, and I told my boss, and he had to call the company and have them reset the water main. They go out back, they do whatever the hell they do with it. I wish I knew how to do it so that I could do it whenever it happened, but I don't, so I can't. And then the other day I was washing my dishes, and I guess I was using a lot of hot water for a long time, and I kind of knew I was, but I was like, oh, it's fine right now. Like, that's cool. I can't believe that it's fine right now, but that's great. It's fine. And it turned off. Like at the end, when I was finished, I was like, it's great, fine. I'll just tell my boss, and then he'll call them, and he'll fix it. And I told him, and he forgot. He forgot. So, I've been going to the neighborhood onsen, which I've been wanting to go to forever. And it's really great, actually, because it's, you know, an onsen is like a natural water source. So it's like a natural water source with minerals and stuff, and it's really great. You know, a Sento, if you ever heard of that, is a public bath that uses tap water, heated tap water. So that's different from the onsen. But anyway, the onsens are pretty great. It's just full of old ladies all the time. Old ladies all the time. I never see anyone young there. I never see any children there. It's just a bunch of old ladies. So I've been going there for my bathing and stuff, and I told I told some friends that, and they were like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Your boss didn't call him. He forgot. I was like, well, yeah, but I only told him one time, and then he forgot, and then I didn't remind him because I didn't really care. But now I kind of do care a little bit because I haven't told him a second time. I haven't reminded him. I don't know if I should have it turned on before the holidays or whatever. It's just more convenient to have hot water in your house. Like, I don't care. And also I did laundry the other day, and I'm like, is this okay? Like, there's no hot water, so is it okay? I don't know. Did I just wash it with cold water? So I need to wash my dress again because the stain didn't come out, and I need to wear that for the concert or recital or whatever. Anyway, that's my life right now. I'll come back to Japan on January 7th, and then I start work again on the 8th, which is a national holiday, a public holiday, but I work, and I have a trial lesson on that day, and I have a makeup lesson on that day. I have a lot of stuff going on, and oh, one of my coworkers is leaving. He's been planning on leaving since like the first 3 months that he got here. He's never gonna see this, but you know, he complained to me about it, and then I met up with the girl who I replaced, and I was like, yeah, he's looking for another job. And she was like, oh my gosh, he's such an asshole. Like, I knew he was a bad choice for this job. Like, our boss is so great. He's like one of the best bosses in Yamanashi. And actually, whenever I talk to any of the other English teachers, they're like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good school that you work at. Like, it's fairly well paid, decent hours, all this other stuff. Like, other than the kindergarten, which, like, has normal work hours during the day and even better pay. As far as like private English teaching schools go, it's really good. Like, some of the other English teacher friends that I have work at other schools, and a lot of them are leaving. A lot of them are leaving, and they have shorter contracts, and they're just generally happy with their jobs. But I'm okay with mine. Like, and I have a 2-year contract, and he had a 3-year contract, but he's like, oh, our boss is so terrible and everything, but he can't do the job. He can't do the paperwork. He can't do the system. He's failed to get certified twice. And our boss pays for the hotel room and the trip and the training and pretty much everything. He even pays for the food for us. So it's kind of like, I don't know what he's doing. He just doesn't like the system, and I'm like, why did you get a job doing the system if you couldn't hack it? Like, you wanted, I mean, I understand wanting to try, right? Challenge yourself or whatever, but like, you knew you had to try. You knew it was going to be a challenge, and then you're just going to like give up as soon as like you can't do so well. Like, you're having difficulty with your kids' behavior. Okay, great. Get over it and do the work. Like, what? It's a job. Like, if your boss asks you to do something, or if you're required to do something by a certain protocol, that is because it's the job. The job requires you to do it like that. Like, you can't be like a bus driver and say, oh, I'm not going to follow bus safety driving rules because they're stupid and I don't like them. And you could drive this way in like a third world country or something like that with no bus safety rules. So why should I listen to this bus safety rules thing I do it this way. Why should I do it that way? It makes no sense. I'm getting all stuffed up. I gotta go. Alright, bye.